When it comes to 1-year-old Tariq, you are the father.
What the fuck is it? Darius is not my motherfucking kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's a motherfucking DNA test.
Why did you take a DNA test?
I took a fucking DNA test because you know.
From where? Why are you taking
what the fuck is it? Emory, bitch? Yeah.
Why are you taking a DNA test?
Because my sister told my
your
ass,
sister, your nosy ass sister.
Yeah, fuck, she was right?
She be lying.
She was fucking right. Yeah, but you be lying out. What the fuck is?
Right.
Why would you name our child Darius? It's not our child. It's not even our child. No, it's not my son.
Yes, you've been raising him for 3 years.
Yeah, I've been raising him, and you know that was somebody else's child. You know that was some. Who the fuck he was fucking?
He even looks like family.
No, he looks like fucking family, bitch. Why have you sat there and let me got my last name? Are you fucking kidding me?
All right. During the time that we had a break, it was one time. All right, we were going through stuff, and that's it.
Oh, okay, one time.
So I didn't think anything.
So you just don't have me raising somebody else's kid. So we do.
One time.
What the fuck? No, that's not my motherfucking child. You've been fucking somebody else. That's somebody else's fucking child.
Why is your sister telling you to do that anyway?
You don't know because the fuck. It's not my motherfucking child. He's not our blood. He's not our blood. No, that's your child. That's your child. You and your child need to get the fuck out. Is what the fuck need to happen.
Get out.
Get the fuck out.
Where are we gonna go?
I don't give a fuck. Go.
You're gonna kick me and your child out.
That's not my motherfucking child. Go find the daddy.
Right.
Fuck that shit.
I'm like, you know what?
Fuck. Yeah, okay.
Where from 5 to 30% of the general population, men are raising and paying for children that are not theirs and don't know. According to the American Association of Blood Banks, between 25 and 30% of the males who are accused of being the father, they take a paternity test and find out they did not do it.
Are you for mandatory DNA testing at birth?
I am absolutely on record as saying that if we want to prevent the problem of having men challenge paternity later down the road, then let's apply a proactive solution. Automatic DNA testing at birth would work to help two things. One, we would assure that the right parents were named on the birth certificate. Two, it would stop paternity fraud and take the profit out of paternity fraud.
But so many women's groups say this wouldn't be fair. You're acting like you don't trust the mother. Why do you think they say that?
It's a red herring. It takes away from the focus of, well, who's the one person who has all of the information about potential fathers or the paternity candidates? It is the child's mother. And currently, in most places, she has no duty to disclose that, well, wait a minute. Well, my husband's not really my child's father. My boyfriend is. Like, well, wait, lady. But you're married. You forgot that you were married? No.
I had two guys call in. They work at DNA testing centers. One guy had to quit. One guy still works there. He told me 40% of the children are not the man's child. 40%. He said 40%.
Somebody call Maury.
It's usually
make DNA testing
it's
mandatory.
It's two scenarios. It's where the woman, the person's getting a DNA test because the woman claims that is their child. Turns out it's not. The other one is where the parent is on a deathbed and makes a confession, or they need a liver transplant, blood transfusion, and the blood type. There's no way that can actually be the father. So then they find out because of medical reasons. You mean that's not my father? Then the father finds out from that way. He said it took such a toll on him that he could no longer do it because he would be sitting on the phone counseling the men and the grown children who these women falsely accuse. We see it on Moore, we see it on paternity court, but yet we say men need to be held accountable.
30%.
That's 30% of all men who go to actually get paternity tested turn out to not be the father. So out of every 100, 30 of those will not be the dad. So it does leave me to wonder why, when a baby is born, why don't they just DNA test at that time? Understanding the fact that sometimes the dad's not involved, but that seems like it would clear up a whole bunch of issues. What's your thought? Should they require DNA testing at birth?
You spent 5 years in prison for failing to pay child support for the defendant, Ms. Sears' son, Dylan.
That's right.
Mr. Manser, you are not
Oh, God.
his father.
5 years in prison.
You know who his father is.
Yes, I talked to him still.
She should be convicted of some crime.
No, I should not. I didn't.
That is
Mr.
fraud.
You know for certain that Dreani is your child's father?
Yes. I'm
Yes.
99.99999% sure.
I'm ready.
Please read it out loud for me.
Braden is not my biological son. Oh my God. Oh my
Can I see?
God.
Can I see this?
cannot
Can I see
be
this?
It
right.
says that right there.
So, Brandy, Dreani is not the father of your child.
It's
Brandy.
no other possibility.
Well, clearly there is.
Brandy.
That can't be right.
It's
Come
correct.
on, Karamo.
Brandy, what it...
This stuff has kept me up at night, Karamo. I'm being honest. It's kept me up at night. My feelings have hurt. As a man, I've pain in my body.
I gotta tell you, I'm absolutely shocked right now with you.
Because I'm 100% absolutely an incredible father. And like I said, regardless of how I deal with women sometimes, I try to be a decent man. And I want to be a better man.
It's no other possibility. I don't understand what's going on.
Well, is there anyone that you could have slept with when y'all were together in that
No.
before y'all broke
I
up?
was only with him.
Karamo,
There has to be one
once
other
again,
person.
it brings me, it's full circle. This is a full circle moment for me right now.
This can't be
Read it. Here
real.
you go. Here you go. It's yours.
Look at this. That's the proof right there. That's it. I'm lying from the very beginning.
No, you didn't. Really?
No, you always
So you went and got DNA test without asking me first?
Yes, I did. I did.
No, this is fake. This is
only
fake.
problem I have is
This
I wish
fake.
I had done it a long
This is
time ago
fake,
when
I
it
swear.
first crossed my mind. Zero. You know what zero is.
Because you sit here and do this without me.
What? I don't need your
You had
permission.
no right. This is not your business. This is my child.
No, it's family business.
You know what?
Listen.
You try to take everything from this is just to prove a point A.
Listen.
It's to prove a point A.
Say anything to you, you do whatever she says. She say jump, you jump.
Who's
And I
saying
bet
what's
you,
going
even
on?
information, you still gonna keep.
This is my
Listen.
woman and my child. This has nothing to do with you.
Yes, it does. Listen, I put $10,000 in that child's college fund. Lord knows what it's up to now. No, what?
Because I already know how you act. Every time we ask for something or do something, you throw it in our face.
Listen, boy, that's why we don't have a good relationship now. You don't listen.
What
Face the
am I supposed to do
truth.
with
Face
this?
the truth. You never want to
This
face
is
the
my
truth.
child.
That girl ain't never gonna be about nothing. Face that fact. Deal with that. You're right.
I don't want you nowhere near us. You stay away from my kids. You stay away from my woman. You stay away from everything that has to do. I'm so sick and tired of you. I'm sick and tired of you.
What? You know what, boy? I didn't raise no boys. And I'm not about to do it now. Don't you man up. Take that, boy. Take that. Face the truth. And just admit you made a mistake. For one time in your life, admit you made a mistake. And start over. Is nothing wrong with that?
You know what it is? Ever since you got this house and that little bit of money, you seem to act like you better than everybody else. That's why we always talking about you at family meetings. In church, nobody can stand you, mama.
Oh
and we
my
sit
God.
here and we
This
put up
boy
with
is
this
something.
all day long, every day. What is wrong with you?
So you
Do you
mad
know
at
what this
me?
is? Do you know what this means? And it means nothing to you.
What does it mean
This
to
is
you?
my life. This is my child's life. And you sit here trying to prove a point. And
That
take
that
one
child
away.
is not yours. She's
Over
not your
$10,000.
child. She's not my grandchild. Face the facts for a fact. You know what? You just like your daddy. Always want to live in a fake world. That ain't real. Live in the real life. Just admit you made a mistake and start over. Get you a new woman. There's a lot of them out here. Real ones. Not this fake you doing. You act like you hear. It's other women. What about the lady next door? She ain't nothing wrong with her. What's wrong with her? What?
It's the last time. I'm not coming over.
Oh, you will. Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
What could this be? What could this be? It's not shaking. It's not my necklace, I don't think. Let's open this up. Ooh, it feels kind of thick, okay? Hold on, it may be. Maybe. Pape? This better be a ticket to Dubai for 2 weeks straight, round trip. Because you know I've been wanting to go to Dubai.
Open it up. Yeah, read it.
What is this?
You know what it is? I just want you to know that I know. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why did you do this tonight out of all nights? Why?
Because I wanted you to know that I know Nevaeh is not mine. I've had doubts. So I
What
went that
doubts?
DNA test. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Let a man ask me for a DNA test for a child that he knows is his because you only been messing.
What's wrong with a man asking for a DNA test? He didn't carry that baby. He doesn't know what you did on days when he wasn't around. He just wants proof that the kid is his. By right, I think every man should be given a DNA test upon when a child is born so he doesn't spend the rest of his life raising a kid that doesn't belong to him. And why are we acting like there aren't women out here pinning kids on men that it doesn't belong to? My thing is, you went as far as saying it's embarrassing or he's trying to embarrass you when he asks for a DNA test. It's only embarrassing when you sleeping around and you know for a fact the baby not his. My thing is, why y'all so offended when they ask for a DNA test? If you know the baby's his, I don't think there is no offense behind it. Of course, he just won't prove the baby's his. What is wrong with that? I feel like women that get offended by men asking for DNA tests are women that sleep around with a lot of men and don't know who the father is, and they just tend to pin the baby on whoever.
The trending topic is getting a DNA test even if you're married. Men believe that if your wife have a baby or your girl has a baby, you have the automatic right that that DNA test should be done as soon as that baby is born. Me personally, I ain't got a problem with it because I understand how the world works and there are some grimy people out there, right? And I know some women are gonna be like, oh my God, that's so rude. How dare you question my loyalty? I've been loyal to you this entire time. First off, the same way women go through things and women want men to respect that, why can't y'all respect it and understand that men go through things? And this is one of those where a woman will say he's the father when he really isn't. And now this dude wasted 10 years raising a child that's not his. And now the correlation I'm about to make is crazy and wild, but it makes sense in my little head. If you believe you should go through your partner's phone, as a woman, if you think, hey, if I'm in a relationship with you, I should be able to check that phone whenever I want, I think as a man, that man should be able to DNA test that baby, married, not married, whatever it is, as soon as it's born. I don't care how loyal you are, because that man could be just as loyal and never be cheating. But since you have that curiosity and you want him to respect that, so he gives you access to that phone, that man should be able to get a DNA test on a baby, no matter how loyal you've been.
Let's be honest though, DNA testing needs to be mandatory. On a more serious note, it needs to be mandatory. Because when you see all these facts and these statistics, 30%, that's crazy. That's really weird and crazy. Because 30% is a lot. It's a lot of fucking babies that, the father thinks, yo, that's my child, and it's not his child. 30 fucking percent. Shit. If the percentage is like, 1%, you're like, okay, it's just some idiots just slipping up. But when you see statistics like that, I say 30%, DNA testing has to be mandatory. And the funniest part of this is when you tell, let's say you have a wife and you tell your wife about, oh, let's get a DNA test. Or you tell your girlfriend, let's get a DNA test or something. They get mad about it. They get really mad about it. This is the gaslighting about women I used to talk about. That's why I tell most of my friends, don't believe everything a woman tell you. Especially when she's crying. Especially when she's crying. Because most of the time when a woman cries, it's usually lies. Because most of the time when you see this video, which is dumb, you see most of these girls, the way they feel so entitled. Oh yeah, I made a mistake. Now this child is yours now. Like, the fuck? Like, when you get caught doing something like that, you shouldn't even say nothing. Like, what you gotta say? But no, not women. They always got something to say. It's your fault. You're the reason I did that. We took a break. We took a break so you don't go get pregnant. Maybe we're having some issue to work on. Maybe we need to see a therapist. Maybe we need to communicate more. This bitch just got pregnant. She just got pregnant. It's weird. Watching all this video just make you wonder why a lot of men don't take more DNA tests, don't do DNA testing. And I see so many men in the States and they'll be like, oh, it's too expensive. Dude, I don't care if that shit is $1,000. Look for the money and do that shit. Do that shit. Because at the end of the day, you're going to spend way more money on that child that's not yours. By the time the baby is 18 or 20, you probably spend way more than $1,000. So you better go do that shit. Because I hear a lot of men complain about, oh, it's too expensive. I don't want to do it because it's $500 or it's $1,000. Do that shit. I don't care how much it costs. Do that shit. It's very, very important for you to do it. Because 30% is a lot of percentage. It's a lot. That's 1 out of 3 people, if I'm right. Yeah, that's 1 out of 3 people. If my math's right. So don't fall for the gaslighting. Don't fall for the, don't you trust me? I'm your wife. Don't you trust me? I'm your girlfriend. No, I don't trust you. You're a human being. And human beings tend to fuck up a lot. Human beings make mistakes and they tend to fuck up a lot. So I do not trust you. You're not God. You're not some perfect angel. You're not, fucking alien. You're human. So I do not trust you. How many times have we heard this word, don't you trust me? Don't you trust me, from a woman? And you end up saying it's all bullshit. She's just lying. At the end of the day, she's just been lying. Or you see a woman crying and crying and crying. At the end of the day, she's just lying. So all this don't you trust me bullshit. No, don't trust anybody. Human beings tend to fuck up a lot. Women tend to fuck up a lot. There's nothing to trust. I don't care if she's your wife. Do that shit. You'll be surprised. The people that do this bad thing, this paternity fraud the most, are the quiet ones. The ones you don't even expect to do it are the ones who do it the most. You'll be shocked. So paternity fraud is a big thing, Paternity fraud is a big thing, and so many men, their life has been ruined. So many men are in jail for a child that's not even theirs. So many men right now are serving time in jail for child support for baby that's not their own. That's why you gotta do that shit. At least if you're gonna go to jail, make sure you're going to jail for your own child. I saw this man, there's one man clip in that place in one of this, video. The man went to jail for 5 years. 5 years. For a child that's not even his. And the woman is still talking to the person that owns the baby. And she knows that baby is not for that man, and she still kept him in jail. That's how cruel a woman can be. That's why I don't give a shit when a woman is crying, especially when she's crying. That's why I don't care. And I know the tears is what a lot of men fall for, because most men want to play that hero kind of shit. Oh yeah, I'm the hero. I want to save the day. Captain Save a Hole and shit. I'm not saying there are no good women out there. Of course there are good women out there that don't fuck this shit up. But 30% though, with all the single people out here, 30%, with all this sexless marriage and all these people not getting married, people are not dating no more, 30%. Because the dating market is, deep dive. It's like, falling right now. And it's 30%. That show you how high that shit is. Because if everyone is dating and people are getting married, you're like, okay, 30%, oh yeah, there's still like 70. But people are not even getting a relationship. People are not getting married. And there's still 30% from this little population of people that are still getting married and are still having a relationship. 30%. That's crazy. That's really, really crazy. But at the end of the day, no, like I usually tell most men, don't fall for the booty. Don't fall for sex. Make sure you have sexual control. Because these are what women trick you with. The sexual thing and the booty and the titties and shit. You know, don't fall for it. If you don't fall for it, you ain't gonna have all this problem. Don't fall for it. Keep your ground. Stay on your focus. Work on yourself. Be a better person. Choose a better partner. I know it's hard to choose a better partner. Trust me, I go through that shit too. But take your time. Don't fall for the beauty. Sometimes the beauty can be deceiving sometimes. Take your time. Don't rush. It might take you a while to find you a good partner. Take your time. At the end of the day, you're going to find one that don't, fuck your life up. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to see you later.